313 Hitman in the building again. So I guess King Buster finally responded with his so-called full throttle video. TTC, man, let me respond to this D-Town's puppet. Because that's how I look at him now. D-Town's puppet. Nice comedy show. So the best thing you can do in your videos is take personal shots. I guess that's the best of what you can do. I guess that's how you gonna be the so-called king of this whole thing when you really King Buster. But I understand though. I understand. Now tell me one thing. How are you going to be the king of the TTC if you don't crow? Basically, you just said if it's gonna be a terrible season, that you're not gonna crow. You're not gonna crow if it's a meaningless game. Basically, man, thank you for exposing yourself to the TTC. You just expose yourself as a fair weather vid maker. You just expose yourself right there. I don't need to go any deeper than that. I really don't. You just expose yourself right there, dog. That you just here to play. And then your response to Fantasy Football 7 is, oh, I gotta wait till the first 4 games because the Saints don't do well on the road. Can you please give me a pass for the first 4 games? How you go beg Fantasy Football 7 for a pass on a bet for the first 4 games? How you gonna do that, cuz? And then you wanna run around and call me a dummy. See, if I was a man up on a bet, I would never man up on a bet like that. Tell my buddy, give me a pass on the first 4 games. That just told me right there, cuz, you just backed out on the bet. And you want to soften the playing field. See, that's another reason I don't respect you no more, cuz. You want to talk all this smack, but yet, when it gets right down to it, you want to beg for leniencies and all this crap. Then on the other video, Texas Buck, when he went at you a little bit, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You want to grant leniency on his bet. I mean, what is the next thing that D-Town's gonna teach you? He gonna roll down there to H-Town, teach you how to chuck up the deuces, teach you how to roll on 84s down there, and throw up the Texas time? Is that what he gonna teach you next? I guess D-Town's schooling you. D-Town's the teacher and you the student, cuz. Because you still playing student to me. I ain't about to be saluting to no fake king. Excuse me, a King Buster that don't crow, that don't even take bets right. A king don't beg for leniencies when it comes to bet proposals. But yet that's what you did. So you expose yourself as a fair weather vid maker and a scary cat on a bet proposal. A king does not do that. A king takes bets head on. And a king crows when he loses. Whether it's a meaningless game or not. You came up against that fan base and you lose, you crow. That's the name of the game right there, homeboy. But I guess you don't want to follow that because you want to act like a fake king. So let D-Town go down there to Texas, Houston. Let him teach you how to ride on 84s. Let him teach you how to chuck up the deuces. Obviously, you need to be taught how to live life again. See, I ain't got no battery in my back. Ain't nobody holding my hand to do anything. I make my own videos. I don't need help on making videos unlike you. I'm well respected as a One Pride rider because I stand up for my lanes, win or lose. They respect me because I crow. And you want to talk about rubber stamps and all this? Simon's rubber stamp me. Mr. Frisco rubber stamp me. Even your boy Bad Dog rubber stamp me. Even your puppet master D-Town rubber stamp me, cuz. All the big homies rubber stamp me. Psycho rubber stamp me. Voice rubber stamp me. See, I got respect from all the big homies, including your OG, Saints Uptown. Even though I didn't do a hate week with him. And cuz, let me dispel another thing in your video. I started making videos back in 2014. You just started making videos last year. So why are you bringing up a meaningless point about 2012 playoff game that we lost to y'all? Neither of us was in the TTC back then, so that was a stupid point right there, homie. So now you're not gonna crow at me because I said the B word? Cuz you even more fair weather vid maker than I ever thought you were. You just exposed to me that you a fair weather vid maker. That you just on here when the times are good, just like a typical Saints fan would. For the most of my videos, I talk football. I know what our team's gonna do. I already mentioned it. I'm waiting on Stafford to prove himself. I'm not saying we gonna do anything, but you boldly said in your video that your Saints was gonna go to the NFC title game. That your Saints was gonna win the Super Bowl. But when Fantasy Football 7 approach you, you wanna beg for leniency. I'm sorry, but a king don't beg for leniency. A king buster does. And that's exactly what you did. So I'm gonna wrap it up like this. I wanna thank you for exposing yourself to the rest of the TTC as a fair weather vid maker. So when hate week come against the Saints, or Saints week comes, I'm not mentioning your name or anybody's name when that week comes. So this your boy 313 Hitman. Shout out to all the real vid makers that crow, unlike this King Buster. I'm gone.